Hey everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel, and we're keeping this Cristal and Matt train going this week. Last time you saw Cristal, we were doing the hunger, which kind of blew her mind a little bit with how mad Ren can spit. And today we're going to show her yet another version of Ren. If you're a renegade and you're watching this, you already know. I'm sure you're as excited as I am. But first, without further ado, Cristal, welcome back.
Hello.
So, like I just said, I feel like the hunger kind of took you out for a little bit because you were like, what? And then
it was like boom.
And that following High Ren is just, I mean, it really shows you some serious
variety.
Yes. Shows you some skills. So today we're going to show you, it's a song called How to Be Me. It's a live performance. So again, a one take. And it's him and this artist Chinchilla, who actually, I think she did well. I don't think she won, but she did well on the Voice in the UK.
Nice.
But she's kind of also was a little bit of an unknown. Like, not a lot of people know about her, especially here in the States. But one of the reasons I'm excited to show you is because, again, as I've mentioned before on the channel, how I met you is through Jackie, and because you're in the choir with her, and so you're a singer, and I think you'll appreciate kind of what they're doing here. So this is going to be the first time that you hear Ren like kind of show off his singing chops.
Ooh, okay.
Like, so you heard a lot of the yodeling and like a little bit of singing in High Ren. This is a different level. This is, I won't hype it up too much. As I've said before, people get a little frustrated with me because I reveal too much when I get excited. So I will just jump straight to the jam here and press play already. If you're ready, and unless there's anything you need, you good? You ready for this?
I'm solid. I'm ready. I'm strapped in.
All right, here we go. This is going to be, I swear to you, this is such a different vibe than the hunger. Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, 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 I don't feel safe in this bed. There are voices in my head. I've been talking to the dead, and the fear baptized me. My kingdom turned to dust, and I watched all my riches rust. Have I lost the Midas touch, or do sad eyes blind me? Over and over we go, over the hills and the valleys below. Oh, and it follows me home, and it suffocates me. No, I can't breathe. I said, oh, I can't breathe. All I know is I forgot how to be me.
So that's like halfway
Ooh.
through.
Wow, that's really pretty. Like it's like melodic, if
It's
that
really
makes sense.
it's really kind of delicate too. That's kind of how I feel about it. Like it's just like kind of this, you know, fragile melody. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, it just kind of like
Yeah, like
it
it
feels so
gives
soft.
oh God. I wish I could remember the name of my this one song. It's called like Blue Healer, and it kind of gives me that vibe because it's like I don't know, it's like the that like it's very like it's in the minor, right? So
Yeah.
it sounds very like almost like sad in
Yeah.
my opinion. So it's like and then even like the message like how to be me, like
Yeah.
oh, so pretty. I really like their harmonies too, like the way that they are singing together. It really, really does like clash so well. But I'm honestly not that I'm like surprised, but it's like I'm kind of shook on the way that he sings. Like the way he sings is very I've never heard a voice quite like his, if that makes sense.
Oh, completely. Like when you're like, I'm kind of surprised. I'm like, I get that surprise, and now you're just gonna be in this new world where you get to realize how good of a singer he is. Because we're in the first half of this song, and in the second half, they're kind of like, hold my beer.
Oh
Like
wow. Okay, bet.
that's why I kind of like stopping it at the halfway point because you're getting just you can especially as a musician you can hear the purity in his tonal quality and the way they're harmonizing
Mhm.
together and you know like you were saying using the minor fifths like that to really make it like drive home that kind of melancholiness to the song like those are all things that I'm sure you very much understand
Right.
so kind of getting that vibe at the beginning. It's this is one of those like slow burn songs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I was about to say. Like it definitely gives like a slow burn, like one of those songs that you would just like to sit back and relax to.
Yeah,
Like I would even play this as I'm cleaning my house or something like that. Like it seems like something that you would put in your background to just chill. Know what
yeah,
I mean? Which is just such a complete like opposite to what I was just listening to.
right.
Oh
Well, I
my
also love
god.
too. You were already kind of like matching their sound when you just demonstrated. So I could also see you kind of like singing along with it and trying to like you know match the harmony part. That's kind of dope.
Yeah, no, seriously, because I really like there's like a little bit of like dissonance when they're singing. You can hear the notes kind of like rubbing together. And it's there's to me, there's good dissonance and there's bad dissonance. And in
Mhm.
this one, it's like the right dissonance where it tickles you a little bit. You're like, ooh, okay. No pun intended with the ooh oohs, but you know what
Right,
I
right.
mean? Like it was just
I I
it's
love
very
that you said
interesting.
I love that you said dissonance though because I have for so long when I'm reacting to these types of songs on the channel I'm trying to explain to people like it's this like minor feeling and that only comes in minor harmonies and the word that I was trying to find was dissonance. So thank you. That's exactly what this
Yeah.
is. Like you really
Yeah,
you feel it.
literally.
Yeah.
It's like
Um
even down when they're just like harmony, you just hear just like how their voices not necessarily clashing in a bad way, but they're clashing and kind of
right.
like mixing into the medley and it's adding to the song, which is
Oh
what's
yeah.
making it cool.
And
Like,
like
oh my
the whole
god.
message of the song too is just like you know I forgot how to be me like it's just he's so good bro he's so good
He's very intentional and I really like that about him.
yeah facts all right I will try not to stop it again unless you're like waving at me that you need me to but just because I used to show people to give you a little backstory here I used to show people another duet of Ren and Chinchilla the first one I ever came across which was called is called Chalk Outlines. It's a very, very good song. And it's another like thing like this where they're doing like a live performance kind of thing. And then someone one time in the comments was like, have you not heard How to Be Me? And so the next day I did a reaction video to How to Be Me. And I was like, what have I been doing? Like,
how did I miss this treasure?
yes.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I'm excited for you for these next 2 minutes. Here we go.
Ooh, okay.
I don't feel safe in these halls. There are bruises on the walls. There are bodies in the floors, and they breathe so loudly. I wish I could move, get up and walk right out this tomb. Do our saviors die too soon? For my sins surround me. Over and over we go, over the hills and the valleys below. Oh, and it follows me, follows me, follows me, and it suffocates me. I can't breathe. I said, oh, I can't breathe. Oh, no. Yes, I forgot how to be me. Hallelujah. Where is my God? Where are you? Hallelujah. Nothing is pulling me through. Hallelujah. When I don't know how to be. Hallelujah. I forgot how to be me. When he gave up the fight, a quick decision late in the night that stayed with me for all of my life. I miss you so.
What a way to end that.
Right?
Oh, I got chills. Oh my god.
So
Wow.
he's talking about right there. He had a friend who unalived himself. And
Right.
so that's what he's talking about, this late decision in the night that still lives with him, lives with Ren because
Mm.
of that. But like, I don't know what it is. The way they kind of like crescendo into this like just totally out there but vibing harmony in that song, just it gets me every time.
Oh god. It's like so like when you said like it was a slow burn, that was like when the fire is at its largest. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
because they really, really, really were like putting their all into it. And like his first of all, I would just like to say the control on this man's voice, that falsetto is crazy.
Right?
Like not a lot of men can do that. So it's like that's impressive as heck. As heck that's impressive. So
Yeah, not without a swift
he
kick to the genitals first. Like
no,
that's
seriously, like a swift one, bro. Like, my God, God. But like even Chinchilla, like the way that her voice complements his, that shit is beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. Like they have such drastic voices because her voice is very full, very round, very like, you know what I mean? Um, and I feel like Ren's voice is more like raspy. It's
Mhm.
more like it is also rounded, but I feel like it's on like a raspier side and it's also like grudgy, if that
Mm.
makes sense. Like it gives like that little grudgy, especially when he's hitting those real low notes.
Right.
Um it's like it's interesting to see the two mediums together, and then also trying out such a like, well, I guess to me, because like I find that unique. I haven't heard someone do like those chords before, or like those two harmonies together. And it was like a feeling of like mystery to me. Like I felt like I was pondering a lot, like what are they trying to convey to me with the notes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just, it's beautiful. That piece was really nice. I like, even down to like the hallelujah. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. All of that was beautiful. Oh God.
Yeah, it's there's something about when you, at least how it was for me for the first time, and I'm kind of hearing the same thing from you, where it kind of is, you feel like it's a new experience. And
Mm-hmm.
for when you listen to as much music as I'm sure you do too, and as much music as I do, because I've been musical my whole life, you don't expect to hear something new.
Right.
And even though the notes aren't new and the harmonies aren't new, it's just the way they did it together that
Mm-hmm.
feels different, and it gets me every time.
It feels
Uh,
original, and that's what makes it like kind of special, I feel
right.
like. And not even just like original in the sense because it's from a different country, it's from a different region, a different culture. Like it's still English music,
Yeah.
and it's still, you were able to give me a completely different experience than what I do listening to just like regular music on a daily. So
Yeah.
it's very, it's a to me that's an accomplishment, because it's like that, how often can you give somebody a first time experience listening to music when music has constantly been repeated, used, you know what I mean, just so
100.
you know. Yeah, exactly, it's like inspiration and stuff like that, and covers. So
Well,
it's yeah.
speaking of covers, so this made me think. Listen, this week is already planned, as we've discussed with you and Matt, and we're going to end with you guys together on Friday. Uh, but if you're down because you've experienced this now, and if you're willing to do a few more reactions with me in the future, I will show you.
Hmm.
And actually, you live in New York, so let's do a quick pop quiz. Do you know what the word busking means?
Busking?
Yeah.
No.
So like when you see those people in the subway stations and they're like playing, jamming, singing, and like they've got their hat out and like you give,
Ah.
or that's called busking. Uh,
Oh.
that's the actual term for it, is busking. Uh, and so Ren busks, like he's got a whole slew of videos of him busking in London and Brighton and like all these places. And one of the ones he did was him and Chinchilla singing Sexual Healing by Marvin Gaye. And so it's like a total cover, but it is fire. So that could be a fun one for me to show you in the future, is what I'm saying. Uh and
Yeah,
then
no, I would love to see that.
there's if you like Chinchilla at all, I could show you a couple of her stuff in the future, because she's got a couple of songs where you're like, girl, who are you?
Her
So
voice is beautiful. I was like, oh God, like she also has like a very, very beautiful voice, and the amount of control that she possesses is admirable. Like I could only dream to have that much control over my voice at all times like that.
oh yeah, I'm with you. And this isn't even her showing off. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I could show you a song of hers where she's showing off. She's like, you guys, let me show you what I can do. Um so again, this was a completely different vibe from The Hunger, and then a completely different vibe from High Ren. So you see what I'm saying when I say he's his own genre. Like he kind of
Literally.
just does a whole
Does
nother
it
thing.
all.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
insane. And like I said, we'll round the week out with you and Matt reacting to the tales, and that's like a whole nother
Hmm.
thing. Like it's just he's incredible.
God, he's so talented.
Yeah. Well, thank you again for joining me for this one. And thank you for checking out Chinchilla, adding her to the Ren mix of new people that show you. And thanks to all of you watching. If you made it this far, you know I appreciate you. And it's been a very fun week so far. And the week continues. So stick around for more Cristal and Matt. And remember, don't wait for life to be easy to be happy.